drinking some sorrel juice. Danielle Fowler, my child Dennis. I'm here on a little bit of a PSA, public, shh, public service announcement. So, I've been hearing some stuff, but then I witnessed my grandmother crying. Like, people are saying false things to her, and she's like, Danielle, don't make nobody take advantage of you. And I was like, what? So I have to be here to make a PSA, public service announcement, because mm-mm, mm-mm. So let's break down the fact that nobody's taking advantage of me. One, um there is no way they can take advantage of me because one, um I I have no money. So let's just say I have no money. Let's be clear. I have no money. God is providing. Trust me. At times I'm like, okay, God, even Friday, just like saw God just woof. I don't know what you're gonna do right at this very moment in the next hour, two, next day, whatever. But I personally don't have any money in my name, right? So nobody cannot try and get anything out of me other than stuff that I get, not money, stuff that I get and I want to share. I'm willing to share. So if I voluntarily share and I know they're asking or they want and I am giving, that's not taking advantage. I'm a kind person. That's what I like to do. I find joy in doing this. So nobody's taking advantage of me and I'm not losing money because I don't have any. Two, I am not giving up things like my body for money either. If I didn't do that in the months I was living in my car and I had no money or had just enough to pay my car payment and then zero money afterwards and God provided people, I have no need to do the same here, to do the opposite or anything else here in Jamaica. Two, so I am not giving the frontal, the vagina, this stuff to anybody for money. Let's just be clear. And let's be clear on that because let's just clear up some dust. Because if I hold off, I've been attracted, I've been in a relationship that I nearly did things and I have not had sex before. Never had sex before, never gave up my vagina to anybody, even for love. Why? Why would I do it just for money, food, or other things that God has abundantly showed me and provided in other opportunities? I even have to be like, okay, God, you saying for me to consummate a marriage that's only valid in your eyes is kind of something I have to adjust to mentally, physically, and everything because it doesn't. A lot of people are going to be like, yeah, shack up. So nobody's taking advantage in these two places. I don't know where. Oh, Canada. Three. Nobody can get to Canada through me as a sponsorship unless I'm working. I am not working. I am not making the money that's required for me to sponsor people. So a man trying to date me for Canada status as a spouse or conjugal partnership or whatever it is, can I come? And the promises, as you've watched the recent video that says I'm getting some money, that money not coming to me unless I agree to make sure all three are going to happen, which means I have to marry in God's eye or more and trust that the relationship will work out to that guy, Raheem Fowler. So he's the only one that will benefit. And it's not just him benefiting, it's him and me because I'll get money and I'll be Miss World. So, and that's the only time I'll get the money. So still, God not going to just fuck up the money until like everything is, yeah. So, and I cannot just, God can remove the money. If the money come before him, God can remove the money if I try to do it with somebody else. So let's be clear. I have no money, so somebody cannot take money from me. Two, I my vagina has been closed and never been open to anyone. So I can't get that unless it's rape, and rape can happen anywhere in the world. So that is a crime. It's different. And three, they can't get sponsorship to Canada unless I am working or I have money. And that's not happening right now. I am not working because I'm waiting on God. So let's be abundantly clear because I am hearing things, I am witnessing things, and people are spreading things. No one is taking advantage of me. God has placed people in my life from before that God already designed to make sure I'm good at this very moment. I'm not in a relationship with anybody else. Actually, if I be absolutely honest, I like someone separate from the guy that God promised. And I'm struggling with that because I'm like, the guy God promised is not here and not doing what God said he would do. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's still with the girl. I don't know that details, but he's not here. He's not providing emotional support that I want or get or stuff. Well, the person I like and he likes me would love to do that. So that's a struggle when you want something you need and not getting it from where you're supposed to according to God. So when you're now being offered in a place you want it from, it's a struggle. And that's the most, if anything is happening. So let's be very clear. That is all that's happening. If you hear someone live with a man, it's not I live with a man. It's what it is. It's God providing an opportunity here, and He chose someone that God said I can trust to stay, especially on weekends. He's here. Not everyday thing most of the time, but it would have been nice to hear everyday thing because of the struggles I have on the outside of this building, that is in the community. That would be, the struggles would have limited, or problems would be less if the person was here in the weeks too. And that's the most. So let's just be clear, that's a fact. I live with someone else in the sense that my landlord comes by on the weekends. But he's a good friend. That's it. There's nothing involved. Nothing. And he doesn't try anything. We're cool. We're friends. And if anything, through a lot of the struggles I've been going through, God has been using him, and he's been very obedient in providing care, protection, and more. So anybody spreading lies are many times the people that are causing the struggles I am going through. Okay? And so let's just be clear. Let's be clear that nobody's taking advantage of me, and the only way they can do that is by force. That's rape, and that's a crime. That God is taking care of. I would have gotten that. They have that problem even in Canada. Anywhere in the world, that's a problem. This is not isolated to a country. Okay? But any other problem I face is because of what people have gone out of their way to try and taint, to say I'm mentally ill and so on, has now been the seed that has grown into the problems I've been facing. And the landlord has been helping me out far more. And it's not an advantage, not try quid pro quo, you know what I mean? Grease my palm, grease the other. No. It's all genuine friendship, care, God guided. God guided. Let's be clear. God guided. And if God said for me to move, whatever, I'd move. God said to trust, I trust. That is all it's here. Let's be very, very clear. I just had to make this video because there's some things that needs to be clarified. Also, the person I started to like is different from the person, not my landlord. They're two different people. The person I started to like is newish to my life. I met him a couple months ago when I first came here. I mean, not first. I mean, November But that's different from the landlord. Just to be clear, the landlord and the person started to like two different people. Cool? Yeah.